Now, can you distinguish between acids and bases? Acids are sour to taste, bases are bitter to taste. Acids contain H plus as the basic radical, and bases contain OH ion as the acidic radical. Acid turns blue litmus red, bases turn red litmus blue. And what about the pH value? pH value of acidic solution is less than 7 and pH value of basic solution is greater than 7. Is it clear to you all? Okay. Now, can you distinguish between cation and anion? Cation is a positive ion. Anion is a negative ion. Cation is also known as basic radical. Anion is also known as acidic radical. Cation is formed when neutral atom donates electron. When electron is donated by the atom, positive charge will be acquired by that ion. And anion is formed when neutral atom accepts electron. Clear? So these are the basic differences between cation and anion. You will come to know in detail about cation and anion as we proceed in the chapter. Ionic compounds. The molecules of an ionic compound has two constituents, namely cation, positive ion, and that is basic radical, and anion, negative ion, acidic radical. There is a force of attraction between these ions as they are oppositely charged, and that is called as ionic bond. The force of attraction between one positive charge on a cation and one negative charge on an anion makes an ionic bond. So children, ionic compound contains two constituents mainly, and they are cation and anion. Cations are positively charged ions and they are basic radical. Anions are negatively charged ions and they are acidic radical. And these two, cations and anions, they are oppositely charged. So a force of attraction exists between these two oppositely charged ions, and that bond is called as ionic bond. Clear to you? We will see the structure of NaCl and magnesium chloride in next video. Let us study ionic compounds. The molecule of an ionic compound has two constituents, namely cation and anion. There is a force of attraction between these ions as they are oppositely charged, and that is called ionic bond. The force of attraction between one positive charge on a cation and one negative charge on an anion makes one ionic bond. Ionic compounds mainly consist of two constituents, namely cation. And children, you all know that cation is a positively charged ion and cations are always basic in nature. Anion carries negative charge. They are negatively charged ions and they are acidic radical. And these two, cation and anion, they are oppositely charged ions, and there exists a force of attraction between these ions and they are held by ionic bond. Clear? So let us study sodium chloride. While studying static electricity, we have learned that there is a natural tendency of any body to change from an electrically charged state into an electrically neutral state. Why then is an electrically charged ion formed from an electrically balanced, that is neutral atom? Children, you all know atom is electrically neutral. Why is it so? Nucleus contains positively charged protons and electrons are negatively charged particles, and they revolve around the nucleus in specific shells. Atom is as such electrically neutral because positive charge possessed by proton is neutralized by negative charge possessed by electron. Clear to you? But in case of sodium, it has electronic configuration 281. Sodium has tendency to donate its outermost valence electron in order to obtain a complete octet state. So one electron is lost by sodium atom and sodium ion is formed with electronic configuration 28, and this is complete octet state, more stable state. Clear? Chlorine. Chlorine atom has electronic configuration 287. 2, 8, 7 means K shell has 2 electrons, L shell has 8 electrons and M shell has 7 electrons. Now chlorine atom accepts 1 electron, it receives 1 electron and chloride ion with electronic configuration 2, 8, 8 is formed, chloride ion, and it acquires octet state. So sodium donates 1 electron and chlorine accepts 1 electron donated by sodium, and sodium positively charged cation and chloride ion with negative charge are formed, and uh, there exists a formation of ionic bond between these two oppositely charged ions, and they are held up by electrostatic force of attraction, and thus ionic compound sodium chloride is formed. A neutral compound sodium chloride is formed. So is it clear to you how sodium chloride compound is formed? Sodium ion, sodium plus cation is formed by donation of 1 electron by sodium atom. Chloride ion is formed by acceptance of 1 electron and two oppositely charged ions Na plus and Cl minus. They are held by electrostatic force of attraction. They are held by ionic bond, and thus neutral compound sodium chloride is formed. The outermost shell of the sodium and chlorine atoms is not a complete octet. However, outermost shell in both the Na plus and Cl minus ions is a complete octet. An electronic configuration with complete octet indicates a stable state. Further, an ionic bond is formed between the oppositely charged Na plus and Cl minus ions, and therefore an ionic compound NaCl having very high stability is formed. See children, Na plus has complete octet state. Cl minus has also got complete octet state. So when Na plus and Cl minus they combine with each other, means they are held up by ionic bond, a neutral compound with high stability is formed, and that is the compound sodium chloride. Formation of magnesium chloride from magnesium and chlorine. Now let us see how magnesium chloride compound is formed. Now here see magnesium atom, it has electronic configuration 2, 8, 2. The magnesium atom has 2 electrons in its outermost orbit. It gives these 2 electrons from its outermost orbit, and it gets converted into positive ion with 2 unit positive charges. See here, on magnesium 2 positive charges are there. Magnesium cation is formed by donation of 2 electrons by magnesium atom, and complete octet state has been acquired by magnesium 2 plus ion. The chlorine atom has 7 electrons in its outermost orbit. So each chlorine atom needs only 1 electron to establish the octet state of its outermost orbit, and thereby it gets converted into negatively charged chloride ion with 1 negative charge. Here chloride ion is formed by acceptance of 1 electron. Clear? Two chlorine atoms accept 1 electron each from magnesium atom. Here you can clearly see each chlorine atom accepts 1 electron each from magnesium atom, and they are converted into two chloride ions, and magnesium ion is formed. So magnesium ion with two positive charges and chloride ion with one negative charge, two chloride ions with one negative charge. So such type of ions are formed, and due to electrostatic force of attraction, an ionic bond is formed, and this results in the formation of magnesium chloride. Clear to you all how magnesium chloride compound has been formed here? We will discuss the next topic, that is dissociation of ionic compound, in next video.